April 20th, 420, day 25. Yesterday I didn't do pretty much anything. I sat around and built a campfire all day. Hung out and ate. It was a long and pretty much boring day. I did get to see a few peeps that I hadn't seen in a while. Jordan, who is now Rabbit, and Duck Fart. Yeah, Jordan was the first cat I met on the trail, the very first person. Real good guy. He even offered to go get me water once, just all randomly. Like, hey man, you want me to go get me some water for you? Like, oh, rock on. I mean, I do that for everybody else, but it's nice when somebody does it for me. But everybody's ahead of me again. Except for my crew, they're all back there sleeping. So I'm still trying to take it easy. You know, I want to keep up with everybody or pass everybody because that's my nature. But, you know, gotta take it easy. The knee is feeling a lot better. Still wounded, but, you know, I can tell it's on the mend. So I'm just going to pull like a 12-mile day today. Get to another shelter, and hell, it's only like 2 a.m. right now, so I'll probably get there around sunrise again. And then sit around and build a fire and eat some more. Yay, that is the life. But actually, I'm having a really good time doing it because this is so much better than being at work. Already, even though I still have at least 5 months ahead of me because I've only done 230 miles maybe, which may sound like a lot, but that is such a drop in the bucket. I still have 2,000 more to go. But I'm already worried about integrating back into society. I don't want to do it. Don't know how I'm going to do it. I just want to go back to all that after this. Hell, I might hit Katahdin and decide to yo-yo and just head on back. I think I got enough money for that. But we'll see how life goes, huh? Onward march. There's just something cool about coming along a nice ridge and seeing the city down there. So close yet so far. But I know they got beds and tacos, so that's where I want to be. Kind of can't wait to get to Hot Springs. We're supposed to have a sweet-ass room waiting for us. I'm going to find a Hot Springs in that town, because if there's not a Hot Springs in a town named Hot Springs, there will be hell to pay. Well, no, not really, but soaking in a hot spring sounds really good right now, because it's pretty freaking cold up here. And the forecast was calling for warm weather, but, you know, that was down in Gatlinburg. That doesn't count. Because up here it's pretty freaking chilly. It's not cold, but yeah, it's definitely chilly. And, you know, my socks are still wet from yesterday and all that fun stuff. But I believe I got a few more days till the next town. So suck it up, Buttercup, and keep on walking. Found this great there's a sign that says control your children. So I figured it had to be good times. So I'm up on top of this tiny little rock. And I'm on a bed. If the sun was up, this would be a sweet view. I mean, I can see the whole city. I'm having hardcore vertigo right now, even though it's dark, so I can't see what's below me. Like, there's literally cliffs on all sides. I'm just up on this tiny little knob of rock. And even at night, it's gorgeous, but I'm terrified at the same time. Even sitting down, I have vertigo. Oh, the Joe's the biggest sissy, huh? Yeah, freaking awesome, though. Over the city and all that. The stars are actually out. Hoping for no rain, but you know the forecast calls for it for the next couple of days. Oh man, I've got vertigo bad. My butt is clenched so tight it's holding onto this rock. I'd love to see what this looks like with the sun up, but I'm not going to be here for another 5 hours to find out. One of the drawbacks to night hikings is little guys like this. They're all over the trail. You know I don't like killing stuff, so I don't want to hurt anybody. They're kind of cute in their own little way. But they're everywhere on the trail. I've seen dozens of them just tonight. Last night was the same thing. Them and snails and all sorts of other little critters. Just doing my best not to crush anybody. This is the kind of stuff I dig walking on at night because I just can't see what I'm really getting into. But you know, I got like 2 foot there. Over here, that's straight down. Pretty much certain death. Over here, straight down. Pretty much certain death. And at night it looks even freakier because it's just blackness down there. Beautiful gray morning, huh? There were clouds, there were stars out last night. Now it's just haze and gray. I think I'm only like 6 miles into this. Another mile or so and there's a shelter. I'm gonna check if they've got a fire so I can make a cup of coffee. Don't want to waste my own fuel. If not, I'm gonna carry on to the other shelter, which is like, I don't know, 5 miles past that one. Let's see how it goes. So, headed towards the first shelter. Didn't really plan on going there because it's like almost a half mile off the trail, but it happens to have both a privy and a water source, and I could use both of those right now. It better be a clean privy. If I went all the way down there to have to dig a hole in the woods, I'm gonna be annoyed. But there was a couple guys coming up the trail as I was going down, and general questions: where'd you come from? So I told them the last shelter, which is a good 7-8 miles down. And they're like, "Damn, did you hike throughout the night?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, you must be Nightcrawler." I'm like, "Oh, awesome." It warms my heart to know that people have heard of me. That how the hell's my reputation going up the trail? I don't know, but I dig it. I do. And I'm not trying to be a douchebag. This is a legitimate question, but I'm on a privy in the middle of the woods. You have to hike. I don't even know how many miles I hiked in here. At least 24 miles. Not today, but overall. But like there's handicap attachments all over the place. Like, even like, and not that I have anything against that, but my question is, I don't want to show you down there. My question is why? How the hell's a wheelchair going to get down here? Just curious. Lucky me, as soon as I was getting to the shelter, it started raining. When I actually got there, it started pouring for a good 45 minutes or so. So I just kicked back, ate some food, whatnot. That's kind of what I do now. Waited out. Lots of people there that I knew. So everybody, well, most people wanted to wait out the storm. Some people went out into it, assuming that it was going to persist. But I had a feeling, so I waited that bad boy out. Glad I did. Oh, man, if I mentioned there's not enough air in the mountains, we really need to get some people working on that. Whew, this would be easier if I could breathe. And don't you tell me I'd be able to breathe if I wasn't smoking cigars, because I don't want to hear that logic. That's a nice view. I am above the clouds, looking down on you all. Wow. Glad today cleared up. Very cool. Making my way through the mud obstacles. I don't mind saying that I am in a lot of pain. Left knee is all throbbing, and my right Achilles tendon has been acting up for miles. But, it's not like I can just camp somewhere. I mean, where the hell do you camp in all of this? I shouldn't be more than like 3 miles from the shelter, but I'm just limping along at this point. But, when I get there, I'm going to kick back. Unless, of course, I get obsessed with fire again, because I wouldn't mind to get a little cup of coffee going on without using any of my fuel. But everything is wet all at the same time. Decisions. Find out when I get there. Beaten up and weary, I arrived to camp, but this camp is set up for a cripple like myself. Privies right there. Cabin right there. There's 2 water sources in between there and here. Here. How awesome is that? And when I came in, there was a guy going, "Hey man, you have an ankle problem?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got an ankle brace if you want one." Gotta love this. The trail provides. Love all the free stuff. It's great how when you need something, somebody is there with it. I love how this works out. So yeah, I straight got, where is it? Right there. Just straight piped right out of the side of the hill. 2 of them, just in case there's a line at the first one. Gotta love it. Anyway, made it here, but right before the rain. Good times. I've been lucking out all day. Yeah, but I didn't want to be in that anyway. Day 26, about 3:30 in the morning. Day started off real beautiful. There were stars and whatnot. Then the wind started picking up, temperature started dropping, and more than likely, by the lack of stars, it's probably going to start raining. Yesterday was a rough day. It was rough. I'm in pain. I woke up in pain. Not a whole lot, but enough to know that today's going to kick my ass. Yesterday kicked my ass. But the spot that we camped at was rather nice. Everything was so close and located. Like every campsite should be like that. That should be the model for them. I didn't want to leave. Today was the first day I didn't want to get out of bed. I was like, screw it, man. I want to sleep in. But I know I don't really have that choice. I don't have those options. I need to get out of here, get into town, and take some zeros. Hot Springs, here I come, huh? Still a couple days away, though. Luckily, that dude gave me an ankle brace. We'll see how that works, but my Achilles tendon is killing me. Oh, God. Stretched it out and whatnot this morning. We'll see, you know, if that helps. It can't necessarily hurt, but it's going to hurt, and I know it's going to hurt. I'm just hoping I don't break myself. I mean, I'm used to muscle pain. I know how far I can push a muscle before it breaks. And even if a muscle breaks, it's just going to heal back stronger than it was. But tendons and ligaments, I don't know how far I can push one of those. And oh God, if my Achilles tendon snapped while I was out here, oh Jesus, that'd be fucking horrible. But you know, I'm gonna keep pushing it. You know, just judge the pain as best I can. But I've got like 14 miles I got to push out today, so let's do this. Sun has come up, beautiful day. The forest has changed again. We're out of, I don't know. I know I'm near the end of the Smoky Mountains. And kind of good riddance. They were annoying mountains. Beautiful, but being in all those clouds was kind of a pain in the ass. You can't see much. And with the light coming out of my head, it just reflects off all the water vapor in the air. So I'm pretty much blinded when a cloud comes through. And then there's stupid rules with shelters and whatnot. Not to, you know, I'm kind of getting used to shelters, actually, surprisingly enough. But it is a beautiful day. There is kind of sunshine. I mean, I haven't seen the sun yet, but I haven't seen her in days. So, would be nice if there was no rain today. I'll take it if it comes my way. But I really want to see sunrise, but I got to get all the way to the top of that before I can see the sun. And, you know, it's already risen, so a little late on that. I think I've gone a good, I don't know, 7-8 miles today out of my 14. Feeling pretty decent. I mean, I'm hurting, but it's not like extreme pain by any means. Nothing I can't tolerate. But, you know, I still got like 7 miles to go. But most of it is downhill. And I try to say that with a positive light, but downhill seems to hurt more than uphill. But, again, we'll see how it goes. To make it, or I'll curl up in the corner and just cry in a little ball and rock myself to sleep. One of the two is about to happen. Oh, man, I really need to take a break. Drink me another cup of Joe. Yeah. Oh my God, what is that thing in the sky? What is that bright fireball? I have not seen you in forever. Am I gonna get some sunshine? I would punch a baby in the face for a nice sunny day right now. Okay, no I wouldn't, but I might. And it's all nice and downhill. I can't wait to find a nice spot to kick back and have a cup of coffee, but I have not found that spot. I'm not just gonna like sit on the trail somewhere. I'm now looking for some nice knocked over logs or big boulders I can sit on. But anything in this glorious sunshine will do. Did you see that on my face? That's sunshine right there. I am standing in sunshine. Made it to the shelter. Everybody was just waking up doing their thing, ran into all the usual cats that I run into, except I took off first this time, so they're all behind me now. I only got like 7 or so miles to the next shelter. I was forced to take off my ankle brace because it's kind of rubbing me raw and I don't want new blisters on the tops of my feet. So I'm gonna see how far I can make it without. If I have to put it back on for a bit, I will, but I'm feeling pretty good right now. And anyway, how can you be feeling bad in all of this beauty? I mean, really? Really? If you're feeling bad out here, you just suck as a person. There's nothing you can't get over out here. Even if you're having a bad time, man, you just stop and smell the freaking roses. Not that there's roses, but you know what I mean. I haven't really had a bad day yet. I've had a few, you know, rough moments, you know, bad moods, stuff like that, but they don't last long. Evidently, there was a plane crash that I passed by. I was looking for it, but I didn't see it at all. I guess that's yet another disadvantage to hiking at night, is you kind of miss that stuff. But from what I hear, it was just chunks of metal, not even a real plane anymore. But I did spend some time looking for it last night. Any little path I saw that veered off of the main trail, I followed it. But most of those were to views that I couldn't see. You could tell they were pretty nice views by the moonlight, and it'd be cool if these cameras could actually capture what I'm seeing. But you know, low light and cameras don't work well together. But even at night, they were pretty beautiful views. Wonder what they look like during the day. I'll never know, because I'm not going back. Forward-o! That chipmunk is yelling at me. You don't frighten me, chipmunk! That is the cutest defense mechanism ever. It just makes me want to cuddle you. How adorable. Just came across the most incredible view I've seen on this trail. So worth it. Made my entire day. Brightened my mood, whole 9 yards. Not that my mood wasn't already bright, but boom. Sun is out. The way the light was playing through the clouds. It was up on a big rock as well, you know, a little decent boulder you had to climb while I was sitting up there. A couple of new peeps that I met, Green and Karma, saw me and they had the same idea I did. They climbed on up. Whew. Beautiful. I hope I'm allowed to put panoramics in these videos. I don't know what's going to happen when I put one in, but it's the first panoramic I've taken. First one worthy of it. In talking with them, they say Standing Bear Hostel is a decent resupply point, and it's only a couple miles beyond where I was planning on walking today. So I'm going to get to where I was planning on going because, you know, I have other peeps following me. Throw down the flag, rally up, and discuss our options from there. But I'm going to say we should push on. It's only a few miles. Should only be like 4 or 5 miles from that part anyway. So if everything holds true, man, maybe I'll be able to take a nap in the sun, but behind me are dark clouds moving in. We'll see what happens. The day is so nice that I opted to wear dry socks. I only have one pair of dry socks, and I was saving them because I thought today was going to be a rainy day. But I was getting some hot spots from wearing the same pair of socks for, I don't even know how long I was wearing that same wet pair of socks. How long have I been out here now? I think I'm at a personal record, but I don't remember if I got out here on Sunday or Monday. Really losing track of the days. And I still got a few more days before I get into any sort of town. Feeling like a regular mountain man now. Look at me go. Really getting in the groove of things, but just changing my socks felt so good. Washed my feet up with some baby wipes because, God, you've seen pictures of them. They look like zombie feet. Ah. Ugh. Can't even wash that shit out of toenails. I need like a toothbrush just to clean that stuff out. Maybe I'll use somebody else's. Or maybe when I room with somebody I don't like, I'll use their toothbrush to clean my toenails. I wouldn't do that. I might. As I get lower, everything's in bloom. Trees are all getting leaves on them. I can smell something. It smells kind of citrusy. Something's in bloom. I see a bunch of white flowers down there. Yeah, I guess you can't see them. You know what it really smells like? It smells like freedom. America. I'm either out of the Smoky Mountains or right on the edge, so this would be the last shelter. Don't really plan on staying in it, but this one is interesting because it's the insane asylum of shelters. Look, they lock the inmates in at night. Yeah, we got chain link to keep us in. This is Karma. Just met her the other day.
Hey.
Ooh, spacious and nice. Look at how much room there is on the bottom. I could sit up if I slept in this one.
Are you gonna?
Not bad. Fireplace and everything. Hell no, I'm not staying here. I'm going on to Big Bear or the Standing Bear. Yeah. After the rest of the crew gets here and I convince them.
Good idea.
Oh, see, right there are the white flowers I was trying to point out earlier. Wow. I think that's what I'm smelling.
Dogwood?
Yep. Avoided the rain once again. Advantage of waking up early today. Everybody else is hiking in the rain. Or even showering in the rain.
There you go.
Yeah. You gotta catch that stuff. This is a hiker trash shower. Shit you not. Shit you not.
It feels so good.
I'm done invading your space. Okay, it's all early morning, and I saw eyeballs glittering on this tree. This is the biggest fucking spider I've ever seen. Oh my God, that is a monster. Day 27. stayed the night in that shelter that I didn't plan on staying the night at. Turns out the crew was too far behind me. I should have just tied the flag and then went on to the next place, but I had no idea they were like 8 hours behind me. So by the time they got in, it was late in the evening. It's raining, so nobody wanted to go anywhere. But Standing Bear is just 4 miles down the road, and they happen to have hot food and beer, but that wasn't enough to get anybody going. So I slept in a little late today because I'm going to go there and hopefully get a hot breakfast and a resupply. Saw the biggest spider I think I've ever seen in my life this morning. Oh my God. I was getting ready. I saw eyeballs glittering on a tree. I went over to investigate. And I think it was damn near the size of my hand. Now, I'm not afraid of spiders, but ooh, that one intimidated me a little bit. But already on my walk, just looking at the ground, I can see spider eyes glowing, but I'm in lower elevations, and today's a nice warm day. I can barely see my breath. So yeah, I'm going to cruise down to Standing Bear Hostel is where I'm going today. See what they have to offer. I am so hoping for some breakfast, a breakfast burrito. I don't know, maybe some pancakes. Waffles would be awesome. Oh yeah, waffles, that's where I'm going. But I got all the time in the world to get there. I have no idea what time it opens, but it's only 4 miles away. I'm hurting pretty good today. I mean, you know, usual. The knee, the ankle felt really good yesterday, the Achilles tendon. But, you know, now I've got new wear spots on my feet, so I'm wearing Gorilla Tape. And even when I put the Gorilla Tape on, it burned when I first put it on. But, you know, I'll warm up, get into it. They're only feet, and if they fall off, I'll buy new ones in the next town. So with that box and this sign, I am officially out of the Smoky Mountains. I did dig the Smoky Mountains themselves. I don't like the stupid rules. I have to stay in these shelters, and the shelters are pretty crappy. I mean, there are worse, yes, but the fact that I'm forced to stay in them, they don't have privies. So they just have a sign that tells you to go shit in that direction, and everybody does. So there's just a minefield of toilet paper and crap built up over there. Disgusting. They allow horses on the trail, but the horses don't have to clean up after themselves. I would think when your horse craps, you would jump off it and grab your shovel and get that stuff off the trail. But no, they just leave it. And then it rains and it liquefies, and now it's in my boots. And I'm willing to bet if I took a crap on that horse's crap, I would get fined for crapping on the tail, even though I'm crapping on crap. I don't see why they don't have to clean up after themselves. Just because you're severely overweight and can't hike, so you're forced to take a horse into here, doesn't mean that you get to leave your crap all over the place, but evidently it does. Was not a fan of the trail cops. They call themselves ridge runners. I refer to them as rump rangers. They hire a bunch of children, give them walkie-talkies, and tell them to come out and just talk smack to everybody and follow everybody around with a little power trip. I didn't have many instances where I dealt with them, but the few I did were negative. Not a big fan of you guys, punk-ass kids. Okay, I have found a road. I have no idea where I'm at, so it's one of those things where I get to wander around. Hey, found some blazes over here. But I have no idea where I'm going. Yeah, guess I'll figure that out and come back and bitch about stuff later. I have found technology. I can hear a road, so I know I'm somewhere near civilization. I keep seeing lightning out on the distance. Like the whole sky lights up, but I don't hear any thunder. And there's nothing but stars above me. I guess not that you can see them, but you can't see the tiny little moon on the horizon. So I'm assuming a storm is headed this way, but it must be really far out if I'm seeing these huge flashes and not hearing anything. Hopefully I get to the hostel and hang out and have breakfast while it's raining, while everybody else has to walk in the rain. That's the way it's worked out for the past 2 days. Let's go for a three-peat. That little jerk right there. Lost you. It's hard to do this with a headlight lamp on. Where you at? There you go. That little jerk right there. He's the guy that keeps throwing all the silk across the trail that I have to eat. What a little bastard. Kind of gets confusing to tell where you're going when you get to a road. I have found pavement. Alright. Best thing I got to go off of. See, I'm standing in the middle of the freaking road. I'm not a fan of that. But best thing I have to go off of, I have an arrow here. And then there are white marks along the side of this road that are glowing in my headlamp. But I'm supposed to be walking along the freeway, or are those highway markers right there? I don't freaking know, but you know, they're the right shape and color, so I guess I'm gonna keep following these and hope I don't get run down. Oh, I see stop signs and whatnot. Yeah, I'm just straight walking down the road. This does not feel safe at all. White line, white blaze. I think that's a white blaze, who knows? Guess I'll figure it out. I'll ask this trucker for directions. Truckers know everything, right? Feel slightly more confident. I found a spray painted blaze and a spray painted AT symbol. So I guess that means I'm on the right path. I guess I'm sure to find out. So I'm kind of confused on which way to go. I have an AT symbol with an arrow, which isn't what I follow, but it's leading me off to that freeway underpass there, which according to that sign right there tells me I'm going to Knoxville. But up the way up here I've got white blazes. Or are those just freeway markers? I don't freaking know. Well, you have to wander around and find out, but mildly confusing. The sun has risen. I believe this is Standing Bear in the distance. Took me forever to get here. I'm walking real slow. Ain't in no hurry. I'm not feeling it today. A little on the sore side. But I think I might come down to this little stream and take myself a bath later. I smell like hell. Let's see if they're open. And God, I hope they have waffles. I need a waffle. Standing Bear was not quite what I thought it was gonna be. It's a small little grouping of houses, and one of them even looks like a tree house. There's people sleeping everywhere, sleeping outside on benches and whatnot. They had a tiny little resupply. It wasn't horrible. They didn't gouge me on the prices or anything. They just didn't have a whole lot of what I was looking for, but enough to get me onto hot springs. See, like right there, little cabin, tiny little thing, but like right above a little river. I don't know how much they charge, but it is a pretty nice looking little joint. Of course, ran into a bunch of people I know, all those people that I run into every day. Since I hike at night, I run into another group of people that are beyond me. So they happened to be here last night. Lo and behold, ran into them again, woke the whole camp up because I'm nice and noisy. I sneak out of my camp like a ninja, but the next camp that comes along, but I'm all in your face. I'm like, wake up, white people! They don't have a choice. So now I'm on to the next place. I think 8 or 10 miles down the road, not too terribly far. I had to stop and put Gorilla Tape on all my blisters and whatnot. I think all that walking downhill put my feet in different spots in my shoes, so it wore new spots raw. Yay. That's not enough to slow me down. Oh, crazy guy in a van coming down the way. Don't run me down, brother. Whoa. That's their shuttle. There's nobody in it though. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on moseying down the road. And, I can't wait to get into hot springs. You know, get some clean clothes, but that's still like 2 days away. So this will definitely be my longest stay. I think I'm at like 5 days out in the wood at this point, and I still got 2 more ahead of me. Yeah, becoming a regular mountain man. Just can't wait for my feet to get used to this. The pain. I have no idea what this is. I've never seen one of these. Is it a centipede? Is it a millipede? What are you? I don't want to climb on me, huh? What are you? Do you bite? Huh. Never seen one of these before. Cool. So while I was in Standing Bear, I also had cell phone service. So I checked my email. And the place that made my kilt, Utilikilts is the name, they did contact me and said they'd send me out another one, no charge or anything. Very cool, thank you, Utilikilts. Now the problem is getting it to me. I told them I'll be in Hot Springs for the next few days, but you know, if they overnight it, they can get it to me because I'll be there. Today's Saturday, I'll be there Monday, Tuesday, possibly Wednesday. But it depends on when they check the email. If they check it today and get it out, yeah, until I get there in time. But if not, I'll have to figure out where I'm going next. And also while I was in Standing Bear, some nice lady gave me a cigar. Awesome, I did not expect to find cigars on the trail. So I gotta somehow make that cigar last me another 2 days. Not likely. Found another one, except this one's different colored. What is it? I'm going with millipede. I don't know, it doesn't look like anything I've ever seen before. Lots of cool bugs here in this forest. My feet are killing me. So since I know it's my shoes, and I only have like, I don't know, 8 miles left to go, I'm gonna go barefoot. I do have the advantage of, you know, having decently tough feet, although they're not as tough as they used to be. Not as tough as I thought they'd be either. But hey, what the hell? If your shoes are killing you, take them off. Let's see how far I can go with this. Not quite sure what I'm looking at here. I can tell the temperature's dropped and some clouds are rolling in. I kicked that mountain's butt. That whole thing and the one behind it. Oh, right there. But what is this? I have no idea. But I'm about to find out. Well, unfortunately, it's not a climbable tower. It's for the FAA, air traffic control. So I'm not allowed to go in. There's signs all over the place telling me I'm not allowed to be here. Whatever. Why are they going to put it here if I'm not allowed to climb it? Wow. You can see everything from up here. Just noticed. Look at the depths of all those mountains. There's mountains beyond mountains beyond mountains. Zoom in. Boom! And I have no idea which ones I'm headed to. Probably all of them. I only got 2,000 miles left to go. Yep, all y'all. I had lucked out and avoided most of the rain for the past few days, but you know, your luck will run out eventually. So, walking in the rain, hoping it doesn't turn into a thunderstorm because I am pretty much the tallest thing around. So, little lightning comes my way, I'm gonna have to punch it in the face because I don't take no shit from lightning. Normally I do my night hiking, but it rained all night last night. This is actually the trail. I deemed it a little too unsafe to walk this little river in the night. So I just stayed in, and I'm going to do less miles today because there's no way I was walking this in the dark. And I'm not going to waste my one pair of good warm socks on this. I have one pair of clean socks left, and I'm saving them for some sort of special occasion. I'm not sure what that is, but this definitely isn't it. And this here wins the smallest privy ever award. I think it's so small I can't stand up in it, nor can I close the door. So everybody just gets to watch me shit. Which I would normally just do in the woods, but it's raining today, and you know, I'm gonna take some creature comforts. If that's what you can call this. This is the trail today. Yay, not quite a river, but you know, it's nowhere near dry. I really want to get into hot springs. I have no idea how long I've been out here now. I feel like it's been 5 or 6 days. And I would really like to get somewhere and rest up and soak in a hot spring. Stay in a hotel, eat some good foods. But I'm still like 30 miles out. I was planning on, you know, pushing it real hard and getting there, but I got blisters going on, my feet hurt, blah, 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 whine, whine, whine. But I'm not doing 15 miles through this stuff. At least I don't think I am. We'll find out. Onward ho. Another beautiful day on the trail, walking through the slop and the mud. But it's actually pretty good times. Most of me is not in pain. I hurt a little bit, but the moleskin that a girl named Igloo gave me is working pretty well. I gorilla taped it on, so it's probably wet and shifted position by now, but I'm totally pretending it's in the same spot. But I think walking yesterday barefoot really helped me out. It helped dry out a few of my little blisters I had going on. And I was walking so slow that one of my crew, her name is Raisin, she caught up with me, and her and I had a nice long chat, very cathartic. It was good for the soul. I mean, she may not be able to understand me, but she's smart enough to get me. Trying to leave some demons on the trail. You know, I got a few of them. I just gotta figure that out. But evidently talking to people is you know, it's a little therapeutic. Who knew, huh? So I'm going to take it easy today. I'm probably only doing my 8, and then I'm going to stop. But I'm feeling pretty good. Took the knee brace off. Don't want to become too reliant on it. Not that it doesn't hurt, but it's not in pain. So I'm just going to judge it as I go. And, you know, I've been carrying clean socks with me for damn near a week. And I really want to wear them. And tomorrow is supposed to be a beautiful day. So I'm going to do a short hike today in my gross wet socks that I've been wearing every freaking day. And I'm going to put on my clean socks and cruise tomorrow. Yeah, maybe do it in my underwear and get a little tan going on. Nothing wrong with that. But all in all, man, even raining on me and crappy, it's still a gorgeous day out here. it to the top of Max Patch. It's supposed to be a beautiful view up here, but it is not. Oh, it's cold, it's windy, and it sucks. And we don't even know where to go. We're lost. So we get to the top, and of course there's trail magic to slow us down. I got me some bananas, some oranges.
You want one?
Sure, I will take one. This is Jelly Bean here raiding the thing, so nobody else can have any. She's a selfish bitch. But we're only like a mile or so from the shelter. It is cold, it is crappy. Look at this great view of gray though. There's some green on the ground though. At least there's a little bit of color going on. Are you done pilfering in there yet?
What?
Running through that storm and all that, and up on a fence post in the middle of nowhere, I found a coconut. Yeah, a coconut. Who finds a coconut in the woods? Evidently it makes you popular with the ladies though. I had a crazy guy that looks just like Beetlejuice. Shit you not, just like Beetlejuice. Tried to cut it open with his knife and then just got frustrated and broke it on a rock, but you know, still it opened. Good times. Forest coconuts.